Did you know that Nikola Tesla is one of the most important inventors in history? His inventions helped to shape the modern world, and his ideas continue to influence scientists and engineers today. He was a genius who changed our lives forever. But what was Nikola Tesla's childhood like? What kind of person was he? Let's find out more about his life and biography. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in modern-day Croatia. His father was a Serbian Orthodox priest, and his mother was a peasant. Despite his humble beginnings, Nikola showed an interest in science and technology from an early age. When he was just 5 years old, he built a small motor using simple materials, and by the time he was 12, he had already designed a set of wind-powered turbines. It was clear to everyone who knew him that Nikola was destined to become an engineer. So, when it came time for him to go to university, his father sent him to study electrical engineering at the Austrian Polytechnic in Graz, Austria. However, after only one semester, Tesla dropped out of school because he couldn't afford the tuition fees. He then enlisted in the Austrian army, where he served as an electrician until 1878. During his time in the army, Tesla developed several new inventions, including a wireless telegraph system and an induction motor. After leaving the army, Tesla worked as an engineer for a number of different companies in Europe before eventually immigrating to the United States in 1884. In America, Tesla became the chief engineer of the Edison Machine Works, where he helped to develop some of the first commercial electric motors. However, he soon left Edison to start his own company, the Tesla Electric Company. In 1894, the company was renamed to the Tesla Company after its founder. The Tesla Electric Company produced a variety of electrical components and machines, but its main product was the induction motor. This invention made Tesla a fortune, and he quickly became one of the richest men in the world. Throughout his career, Tesla held over 300 patents, and his inventions changed the way we live, work, and play. Without Nikola Tesla, we wouldn't have many of the technologies we rely on today. So, let's take a closer look at some of his most famous creations. The Tesla coil is an electrical resonant transformer circuit that was invented by Nikola Tesla in 1891. The device consists of 2 or more coupled tuned circuits, one in the primary winding and one in the secondary winding. A high-frequency alternating current is applied to the primary winding, which induces a high-voltage alternating current in the secondary winding. The secondary winding is often used to produce a high-voltage spark, which can be used for a variety of purposes, such as in electrical power plants for ignition, or in Tesla's case to generate X-rays. The Tesla coil is still used today in a variety of applications, such as in plasma physics research or as a high-voltage power supply. The induction motor is an electric motor that uses electromagnetic induction to create torque. Unlike a DC motor, which uses brushes and a commutator, an induction motor has no such thing. Instead, a rotating magnetic field is created in the motor's air gap by an AC supply. This rotating field then induces currents in the motor's rotor, which in turn produces torque. Induction motors are used in a wide range of applications because they are reliable, efficient, and relatively inexpensive. They are also used in many different sizes, from small motors used in appliances to large motors used in industrial equipment. Nikola Tesla was awarded a patent for his induction motor in 1888, and it quickly became one of his most famous inventions. Alternating current, or AC, is a type of electric current that periodically reverses its direction. In contrast, direct current, or DC, flows in only one direction. AC is generated by rotating a coil of wire in a magnetic field, which induces an alternating voltage in the coil. The induced voltage then creates an alternating current. One of the advantages of AC over DC is that it can be easily transformed into different voltages using transformers. This makes it more efficient to transmit electrical power over long distances. In fact, virtually all of the electricity we use today is generated in alternating current. So, without Tesla's invention of the AC motor and his contributions to our understanding of AC circuits, our modern world would look very different. Tesla's work with alternating current led him to develop one of the first hydroelectric power plants in the United States. In 1892, he designed and built a hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls that could generate 16,000 kilowatts of power. At the time, this was the largest hydroelectric power plant in the world. Unfortunately, the plant was destroyed in a fire just 2 years later. But Tesla's work proved that it was possible to generate electricity using the power of water. Today, hydroelectric power is one of the most common sources of renewable energy around the world. So, without Nikola Tesla's pioneering work, we may not have been able to harness the power of the falls to generate clean electricity. Another one of Tesla's most famous inventions was the radio. While Nikola Tesla did not invent the radio, he made significant contributions to its development. In 1893, he filed a patent for a system of wireless telegraphy and telephony. This system consisted of a transmitter and a receiver, which could be used to send and receive messages without the use of wires. While Tesla's system was theoretically possible, it was never built. However, his work laid the foundation for the development of the radio. Guglielmo Marconi is generally credited with inventing the first practical radio transmitter and receiver in 1895. Marconi's invention led to the development of one of the most important communication technologies in history. And Tesla's contributions to our understanding of wireless telegraphy and telephony were essential to its development. Although Nikola Tesla was a brilliant inventor and engineer, he is perhaps best known for his eccentric behavior. Throughout his life, Tesla was known for his strange habits and unusual mannerisms. He was obsessed with the number 3, and everything in his life seemed to revolve around this number. For example, he would walk around the block 3 times before entering a building, and he would always stay in hotel rooms with a triple number. Tesla was also known for being extremely neat and orderly. He would spend hours arranging his papers and belongings in perfect order, and he would become very upset if anyone disturbed his workspace. One of Tesla's most famous quirks was his habit of designing new inventions in his head while taking a walk. He would pace back and forth for hours, lost in thought, and he would often make notes on a piece of paper as he walked. Some of Tesla's greatest inventions, including the Tesla coil and the induction motor, came to him during one of these walking sessions. So, it's no wonder that Tesla was known as the man who walked backwards so that he could see his future. Despite his quirks, Nikola Tesla was a brilliant inventor and engineer whose contributions to science and technology changed the world. Without his work, we would not have many of the electrical devices and systems we rely on today. In addition to his inventions, Tesla was also an influential teacher and mentor. He trained many young engineers who went on to make their own contributions to the field of electrical engineering. One of his students, Albert Hull, invented the electron tube, which is an essential component of modern electronics. Another student, George O.S. Kiyasu, became known as the father of radar. Tesla was also a prolific writer who published numerous papers on his inventions and theories. His work helped to advance our understanding of electricity, magnetism, and radio. Nikola Tesla was truly a genius who changed the world. His contributions to science and technology are immeasurable, and he will be remembered as one of the greatest inventors of all time. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. We appreciate your support. Thank you for watching.